Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and powerful countries in the world, Germany. From its rich culture and vibrant cities to its global economic impact, Germany is a country that deserves a closer look. So grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's explore Germany together. Germany, officially the Federal Republic of Germany, is located right in the heart of Europe. It borders 9 different countries: Denmark, Poland, the Czech Republic, Austria, Switzerland, France, Luxembourg, Belgium, and the Netherlands. With around 84 million people, it's the most populous country in Europe and the 19th most populous in the world. Berlin, the capital city, is not only the largest, but also a cultural and creative hub full of history and innovation. Germany's geography is super diverse. You've got the towering Alps in the south, rolling hills in the center, and flat plains leading to the North Sea and Baltic Sea. The climate? Mostly temperate, with lots of rain throughout the year thanks to moist winds from the Atlantic. And if you're a nature lover, good news. Germany is full of forests, rivers, and lakes, not to mention the German people are among the most environmentally conscious in the world. Let's talk about the military for a second. Since 2011, Germany has had a professional army, no more mandatory military service. The Bundeswehr, which is what they call their armed forces, is under civilian control during peacetime and under the federal chancellor in times of war. Currently, there are about 170,000 active soldiers, with several thousand reservists and volunteers. All right, now to one of Germany's biggest flexes, its economy. Germany has the largest economy in Europe and ranks 3rd globally by GDP. It's a powerhouse in exports, especially when it comes to cars, machinery, chemicals, and tech. You've probably heard of brands like Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Porsche, Volkswagen, Audi, Siemens, Adidas, SAP, and Bosch. Yep, all German. They're also leading in renewable energy tech like wind turbines and solar panels. Germany is seriously well connected. Its Autobahn highway system is legendary. And yes, parts of it have no speed limit. High-speed trains like the Intercity Express, ICE, zoom between cities at up to 300 kilometers per hour, making travel fast and efficient. By 2050, Germany aims to produce 50% of its energy from renewable sources. Pretty impressive, right? Germany is known for being the land of poets, thinkers, and scientists. With over 100 Nobel Prize winners, names like Albert Einstein, Max Planck, Werner Heisenberg, and Heinrich Hertz have changed the world. It's also home to some of the world's best universities and research institutes. Fun fact, Germany was one of the first countries in the world to establish a universal healthcare system. Today, around 77% of the healthcare system is publicly funded. Life expectancy is high, around 79 for men and 85 for women. But like many developed countries, Germany is also battling lifestyle-related issues like obesity. Germany's cultural scene is massive. There are over 240 theaters, hundreds of orchestras, and thousands of museums. In music, you've got classical legends like Beethoven, Bach, Brahms, and Wagner, and modern icons like Rammstein and Kraftwerk. Visual artists like Albrecht Dürer and Caspar David Friedrich also left a huge mark in art history. German literature stretches way back to medieval times, with writers like Walter von der Vogelweide. Later came giants like Goethe and Schiller, and even the Brothers Grimm, whose fairy tales you've definitely heard before. In the 20th century, authors like Thomas Mann and Günter Grass brought German literature to global recognition. Germany has the largest television market in Europe, and its film industry is one of the oldest. Directors like Fritz Lang made cinema history with films like Metropolis in 1927. And every year, Berlin hosts one of the world's most important film festivals, the Berlinale. Germany's Babelsberg Studios is also the oldest large-scale film studio in the world. Germans love their sports, especially football. The German national team has won 4 FIFA World Cups and 3 UEFA European Championships. Clubs like Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund have fans around the globe. And let's not forget about Michael Schumacher, the Formula One legend with 7 world titles. German food is hearty and diverse. They've got over 1,500 types of sausages, 300 kinds of bread, and dishes like schnitzel, sauerkraut, and potato salad. Oh, and don't be surprised to see pizza and doner kebabs everywhere. Immigrant cuisines are now part of everyday German food culture. And of course, beer, it's practically a national treasure, with an average of 116 liters consumed per person every year. Historical Spotlight. All right, let's now take a deep dive into one of the darkest yet most impactful chapters in Germany's history, its role in World War II. The seeds of this global conflict were planted in the aftermath of World War I. Germany, having lost that war, faced heavy reparations under the Treaty of Versailles. Its economy collapsed, political instability spread, and resentment began to grow. In this environment, Adolf Hitler rose to power in 1933, promising to restore Germany's former glory. Under Hitler's Nazi regime, Germany quickly transformed into a totalitarian state. Freedoms were suppressed, propaganda was widespread, and aggressive nationalism took hold. Hitler's expansionist goals soon became clear. He wanted Lebensraum, or living space, for the German people, especially in Eastern Europe. In 1939, Germany invaded Poland, prompting Britain and France to declare war. And just like that, World War II began. Over the next several years, Nazi Germany rapidly expanded its control across Europe, occupying France, the Netherlands, Belgium, Denmark, Norway, and large parts of Eastern Europe, including Ukraine and the Western Soviet Union. With each step, the war grew more brutal. But Germany's most horrific actions were not just on the battlefield. The Holocaust, one of the greatest atrocities in human history, was carried out under Nazi rule. 6 million Jews, along with Roma people, disabled individuals, political prisoners, and others, were systematically murdered in concentration camps like Auschwitz, Dachau, and Treblinka. The tide of the war began to turn in 1942, especially after Germany's defeat in the Battle of Stalingrad. The Allies, including the United States, the Soviet Union, and the United Kingdom, began pushing German forces back on both the eastern and western fronts. In 1945, after intense fighting and the bombing of German cities, including Dresden and Berlin, Germany finally surrendered unconditionally on May 8th. The country was left in ruins. Nearly every major city was heavily bombed. Millions were dead, and the nation was divided. Germany was split into 4 occupation zones, controlled by the United States, the United Kingdom, France, and the Soviet Union. This division eventually led to the creation of West Germany and East Germany, with the infamous Berlin Wall symbolizing the Cold War divide. In the years that followed, Germany went through intense soul-searching. War crimes trials were held, including the Nuremberg trials, where key Nazi leaders were brought to justice. Today, Germany stands as a symbol of how a nation can rebuild, reflect, and rise again. Not through conquest, but through democracy, innovation, and peace. It is now one of the world's strongest advocates for human rights, education, and international cooperation. So that's Germany, a country where tradition meets technology and culture blends with innovation. Whether you're into history, music, science, or sports, Germany has something for everyone. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments, what's your favorite thing about Germany? And that wraps up our deep dive into Germany, a country full of innovation, rich culture, and incredible history. If you enjoyed this video and you're curious about other countries too, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. I've got a lot more exciting videos on the way, so stay tuned, stay curious, and as always, take care and see you in the next one. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.